I found myself driving along a desolate stretch of highway late one night, the pitch-black darkness engulfing everything around me. My gas gauge was nearing empty, and panic started to settle in. Just when I thought I would be stranded in the middle of nowhere, a faint glow emerged in the distance. It was the welcoming sight of a gas station, its neon sign flickering ominously against the night sky. Relieved, I pulled into the station and parked beside a solitary pump. The air was thick with an eerie stillness, and an uneasy feeling crept up my spine. As I stepped out of my car, the creaking sound of the door echoed through the silence, making me jump. The gas station seemed frozen in time, its faded exterior covered in layers of dust and neglect. I approached the entrance, my heart pounding in my chest, and pushed open the door. A gust of cold wind greeted me as I entered, sending a chill down my spine. The interior was dimly lit, the flickering fluorescent lights casting eerie shadows on the worn-out linoleum floor. There was no attendant behind the counter, and the silence was suffocating. A sense of foreboding washed over me, but I couldn't ignore my desperate need for fuel. I cautiously made my way to the counter, the sound of my footsteps echoing ominously through the empty space. As I picked up the nozzle, a shiver ran down my spine, and I glanced outside. The darkness seemed to press against the windows, as if hungry for something. The feeling of being watched sent a wave of unease crashing over me, and I hurriedly started fueling my car. The flickering lights above me cast unsettling shadows on the walls, creating grotesque shapes that danced eerily. I couldn't shake the feeling that something lurked in the shadows, just out of sight. I tried to convince myself that it was just my imagination, but a nagging fear gnawed at my insides. Finishing the fueling, I headed back towards the entrance, eager to escape the oppressive atmosphere. But as I reached for the door handle, it refused to budge. Panic surged within me as I realized I was trapped. I tugged and pulled with all my might, but the door remained stubbornly shut. A cold voice whispered in my ear, sending shivers down my spine. "There's no escape," it hissed. The room seemed to close in on me, the walls inching closer as the air grew thicker. Fear paralyzed me as I realized I was not alone. A figure materialized from the shadows, its features obscured by darkness. It emanated an otherworldly presence, its eyes glinting with a malevolent hunger. I could feel its gaze piercing through my soul, its hunger growing stronger. In a desperate attempt to break free, I hurled myself against the door, using every ounce of strength within me. The door finally gave way, and I stumbled outside, gasping for breath. As I fumbled for my car keys, the figure emerged from the gas station, its elongated limbs reaching towards me. With trembling hands, I managed to start my car and speed away, leaving the nightmarish gas station behind. But the memory of those haunted eyes and that chilling voice would forever haunt my dreams, a constant reminder of the horrors that can lurk in the most ordinary of places. To this day, I avoid gas stations at night, for fear that I might encounter that malevolent presence once more. The memory of that gas station serves as a grim reminder that some things are better left untouched, hidden in the darkness where they belong.